ball game tonight.
We are back at Rogers Field in Bearden, Arkansas, waiting for the two teams to make their appearance. Still a little bit of rain coming down. And like we said before, though, this field's a very good field as far as drainage, so don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. As I mentioned earlier when we came on the air, talking with some of the Bearden people up here today, about 4.5 inches of rain has fell since this morning. And it's going to be wet, but folks, it's Bearden in Junction City, and it's going to be a hot game, I promise you that. A couple of things I want to tell our viewers tonight. First of all, bear with us. We are in a cramped position here. We're in the visitors press box, which is a Jimmy Gold building, and we're sharing it with the infamous Dragon video crew. They're going to be working, of course, to get the game film for the coaches to study and look at and all that good stuff. So from time to time, we may, and we're going to try to time it to where it's not no action going on. We may tell you, hey, we're going to step out for a second. We may have to let them move around or whatever. And we may have some other people up here, too. We don't know what other media is coming. I think we're going to get what we're going to get now, but you never know, late arriving or whatever. So the conditions are kind of a little cramped, but, hey, we're not complaining. Also, from time to time, don't panic if you see a towel come over the camera. We're trying to keep it dry. It's a very nice camera that the school has purchased for the Dragon Sports Network, and priority one is taking care of it and keeping it as safe and dry as we can. As I mentioned before, we have a student with us tonight doing the camera, doing a fine job so far, Mr. Josh Ayers. So bear with him, folks. He's on the job training consisted of point the camera at the field and get us a good shot, and he's having to do it in conditions, wet conditions, because we're shooting out the door. I don't know if you can tell or not, but that's fine if you can't. But we're shooting out the door. The rain is kind of coming in on us a little bit. But, hey, we got the loyal Dragon fans that want to see this game. We're going to give it the best shot we can. Right around halftime, our studio is going to put up a trivia question for some of you diehard, long-time Dragon fans, and we're going to see how smart you are as far as Dragon trivia. So look for that at about halftime. But right now, it's the number 1 ranked Junction City Dragons taking on the 2nd ranked Bearden Bears. If you look at the 8AA conference schedule, you will see Junction City has already taken on Rising, defeated them last week. Bearden has yet to play Rising. But the big 3 in the conference, the 3 teams that the experts say, hey, they're going to be the ones that has a chance to claim the 8AA conference title and the number 1 seed for the playoffs, which, by the way, this year, unless it's changed, is guaranteed home field through the playoffs with a first-round bye, I believe, intact. I believe this is the year the 8AA conference gets it. We'll check on that later. But nonetheless, the number 1 seed. And, folks, I know it's the 3rd week of the regular season, but games don't get no bigger than this. Junction City Bearden, the winner of this one, more than likely, the inside track to the 8AA conference title, and, of course, the state playoffs, the number 1 seed. Also now, let me go ahead and mention that we'll probably have Coach Kendall Hudson will be up nearby. You'll see him from time to time. He'll be working, of course, with the coaches on the field and all that. So like I said, we're going to give you the best shots we can. Just bear with us. We're about set for the teams to do their run-through and take the field. And while we're waiting on that, let's go over a couple of things that we've seen out of Junction City so far this year. The pregame show, let me remind you real quick. Here we'll step back out for a second, and when we come back in, it'll be the opening kickoff. But our pregame show brought to you by Family Dollar, Dollar General, and Shamrock Hardy Mart. Of course, Dragon pregame show, and we're glad to have these sponsors on board. You're looking for some good deals, I guarantee you, Family Dollar, Dollar General, the place to go. It saves you making that trip all the way to El Dorado. Go down there and check out Mr. Cornelius Frazier and Ms. Ira Williams down at Family Dollar. And run over and say hi to my old classmate. It used to be Kim Cates, now Miss Kim Majors, of course, at Dollar General. And, folks, Shamrock Hardy Mart, whatever kind of drink you need, they got it. Go down there and check them out and tell the ladies that the Dragon Sports Network sent you down there. As I said before, you got a very good matchup tonight between these 2 teams. And it's going to be a tight game, no doubt. The Dragon defense has had its kind of problems on and off. The Dragon offense last week couple little problems there in the rising game, but both units showed they're capable of stepping up when they had to in the fourth quarter, and especially Dragon offense taking control of the game, driving down and getting a touchdown. They put it on out of reach. As far as the Dragon defense, when they had to shut Rising down, they did. They did the same thing against Earl. So, yes, they've had their ups and downs, but it seems to be coming together very well. Coach Brad Smith doing a great job with the defense. When they had to step up, they have done it. That defense, of course, led by Josh Armstrong. Folks, we have played 2 games, like I said. Josh Armstrong has 49 tackles going into tonight. When I tell you he has been all over the field, he has been all over the field. Jaquise Dancy, 375 yards rushing so far, 6 touchdowns. And Randall Holyfield has passed for over 300 yards. So the Dragon offense looking pretty good. Right now you see the captains out on the field for Junction City. Number 12, Lane Wood, and number 50, I believe that is 55. I couldn't tell for sure. 15, excuse me. That is Jonathan Mitchell. And let's see what we got here. We're waiting on the okay, I didn't see who won the toss or anything, but if you're watching the shot, they pretty well told you there. Okay, waiting, like I said, now for both teams to come do their run through. And while we are going to take another break. And when we come back, we'll have the opening kickoff. This is the Dragon Sports Network's coverage of Junction City football.